not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? What did you do it? Oh, okay. Well, hey, JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I just got a video out to you guys regarding Halle and DDG. It appears that he dropped a song about "Don't Take My Son, Honey," and seemed like he about talked about everything but "Don't Take My Son." But anywho, honey, he did the video. And I've already uploaded that to get you guys reactions and everything. And I wanted to come back to you guys because a lot of what I had to say about the situation regarding DDG and Halle, and for those that don't know, DDG has been feeling away. He says he's been dealing with this for months about not being able to get his son when he wants to get his son. Currently, his son as well as Halle are sick with RSV. She did allow him to come over to the home, but she did not allow him to stay. Okay, as they both are sick, DDG got in his feelings. He came down to social media to give his thoughts or whatever. And there's been a lot of conversation about it. All right. And primarily for me, I've been saying, listen, go to the courts, because unfortunately for him, she is the primary custodial parent. Okay. Unfortunately for you. But DDG explains why he does not want to go to court. Okay. And I want y'all to hear exactly what it is DDG had to say as to why he does not want to go to court and try. I don't know if it's gonna be good enough for me, but we're gonna go and check it out. All right. So let us hop right on over here and get into it.
I don't want to go to court because it's gonna make her unhappy. Cause ain't gonna be no, I'm not getting no public defender. You feel me? I don't want to do that. And then the judge be like, oh, we see you a great ass dad. We never see this from black folks.
Ooh, don't do that. Okay. Not the judge saying we never see that from black folks. Let me go back. First of all, him saying that it won't be good for her. It could potentially not be good for her. It could be frustrating for her to, go through the course or something. He could have a point with that. He could not have a point. But at the end of the day, I do feel like if it's about you getting your son, if you feel like she's not worrying about you and being concerned about how you feel, and she's not giving you access to your child, according to you, then in my opinion would be you can't worry about how it's going to be good or not good for her when it comes down to you trying to get your child. So if you got to go that route, that's just the route that y'all have to go. Right. That's one. But then I feel like, they don't talk about it a lot. They don't. It may not, be talked about a lot, but there may be a lot of black dads out here that's actually doing a good job with their kids. They just don't highlight it that much because we hear more about the raggedy ones, right? You might have a lot of men that's faithful, right? But we don't hear about them. We hear about the ones that's raggedy dog, be cheating out here being hoes, okay? So, I'm sure the judge has seen some cases, not never, from black folks. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I would want to believe any dad, I ain't gonna say any, but I'll say most dads, let me say that will take a case to court in an effort to see their child. I would think the judge would think that they are a good dad just off of them going to court. Because a lot of men don't go that extra mile. They just shrug their shoulders and be like, well, whatever, yada, 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 ain't going on about their business, okay? Some of them will continue to deal with the situation as is. Some of them will give up solely, when it comes to the children and stuff. So I feel like you got a little piece of a notch up if you at least will go to take it to court if you need to. But y'all may feel the same way as him. So let me know your thoughts below.
This is a rarity. Get us the whole summer. Now what? Like we don't need that. When we can just be like, all right, cool. We get cool. Everything's smooth. Boom. It ain't even got to be that.
I do agree with that. Yes, y'all don't have to go to the courts, okay? It could be a situation where y'all could just sit down, have the conversation sorted out on when you're going to get your son and when, and vice versa, right? But it seems like y'all don't have something in place. And it also appears to me that you just think that you can get your son whatever you want. And sometimes that may not be feasible for her. She might have plans with him already. So what's happening between them, there's a breakdown in communication. And I don't know if it's because of who he surrounds himself with, if it's because y'all are no longer together and the other would prefer to be with that person. The other one doesn't. So y'all make it difficult for each other. or one of them will make it difficult for the other by trying to control how they see their kid. Okay, because that's possible that could happen in situations. Is that happening in their situation? I don't know. Right? It could be anything, but let's keep going.
That's the reason I don't want to go to court. But it is what it is, man. That's the life. That's the real life behind the entertainment, the content. I don't want to go to court because we speak through somebody in my family in order for me to see him because me and her don't get along. I was told to pull up to see my son. I pull up to see my son and I get kicked out. Like, imagine somebody.
Not DDG. See, you gotta lay it all out for me, because just yesterday, what you said was, and keep in mind, people feel like when you clock people on things that they say or that they do that you don't like them or you can't stand them or this or that, it's like you can like a person or support them or whatever and still feel like they wrong. Okay, period. All right. But at the same time with DDG, you just said that you went over to her home, right? Because how you're saying it in this moment, we communicate through somebody in the family. I was told to come over there. I go over there. I get kicked out, right? I don't. It's like you're missing the middle for me, okay? But what you said the day before, or whenever this was recorded, the video that I saw the other day, was you went over there, you grab your son, you go downstairs to chill with your son in her home, right? And she's like, no, you likely overstaying your welcome. If she does not want you there, I feel like that's perfectly okay, because she is also sick. I feel like it's not fair to come online and try and paint yourself out to be a victim when they are literally trying to overcome a very serious virus. Like, I'm not featuring it right now.
Texting you like, hey, your son's sick, come see him. I was really supposed to pick him up, but I'm like, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna pick him up. I don't want to bring him outside because he's sick. I don't want to take him out of the crib. You feel me? So I'm like, I ain't gonna take him out the crib. I'm gonna just pull up and then I'm gonna just kick it with him downstairs, and then you can stay upstairs or whatever, and then let me just bond with him for at least an hour, 2 hours, maybe just, just kick it with him, feed him something, just regular little dad. It make him feel a little better, lay down, watch a movie or something.
I do understand that.
And
but was that understood though? Like, how long did they expect you to like stay over? So when he got the call or whatever to come over to see his son, how long did y'all expect him to see his son? Because even if it wasn't going to be a chill, watch a movie or so, how long were y'all expecting him to see his son? I do think, that does sound fair to me. But of course it's her home and it's about what she would want. I told you can come over, see your son for a minute, but I didn't say you could come and get comfortable and chill, kick up your feet, watch TV and all this or that, But I listening to him talk more about him wanting to uplift his son's spirits with him having the virus, I do understand that.
I was told to get out. I just didn't understand it, and I just got frustrated.
I need to know more though. I need to know, did something happen that led to you being put out? Because you came downstairs, you kicking it with the kid. She just like, oh, you gotta get out. Like, I feel like something may have happened.
Might have came on. We speak through somebody in my family in order for me to see him because me and her don't get along. I was told to pull up to see my son. I pull up to see my son and I get kicked out. Like, imagine somebody texting you like, hey, your son's sick, come see him. I was really supposed to pick him up, but I'm like, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna pick him up. I don't want to bring him outside because he's sick. I don't want to take him out of the crib. You feel me? So I'm like, I ain't gonna take him out the crib. I'm gonna just pull up and then I'm gonna just kick it with him downstairs, and then you can stay upstairs or whatever, and then let me just bond with him for at least an hour, 2 hours, maybe just, just kick it with him, feed him something, just regular little dad. It make him feel a little better, lay down, watch a movie or something. And I was told to get out. I just didn't understand it, and I just got frustrated. I might have came on live a little impulsively. Is that how you say the word? I might have came on here a little impulsively, but what I said is how I felt at the time. I might have came on live a little
Yeah, I think it was impulsively, because that's why I said what I said the other day. I just felt like DDG wasn't fully getting his way with the situation. And instead of just, waiting till and that's a part of maturity, right? I feel like he just got to do some more growing instead of just calming down, chilling, give it some time and say, hey, when you get a chance, let us have a conversation or whatever. Y'all had that talk. Instead, you come to social media. And once you come to social media and you share your thoughts and then you play yourself to be the victim and her being the problem, that's not going to necessarily help your parenting situation. That's only going to strain it when a person feels like you're trying to sick your fans or other naysayers, especially the people that may or may not like them, to flood her comments and, say so much of negative things or whatever and affect her mental health when she's trying to get her damn physical health back together. Like, I just don't think he handled that situation properly, in my opinion. Okay. I just think also with him coming over to see his son, I do understand him wanting to be there because, I mean, yeah, that is his son. He does love his son. He also cares, it appears, when his son is sick. He wants to make sure he's good too. So I do understand him wanting to spend, more of that time over there. But I also think that that's where miscommunication happens, when she may have one understanding of it, especially if you're communicating through a third person. But even if not, she may have one understanding of it, whereas you have another, and y'all should have just communicated and just said, so it's going to be cool if I come over, and see him, and, I can kick it downstairs while you upstairs or whatever. Like, now, when y'all have these conversations, they gotta be, y'all just gotta make sure everything is understood. Okay. And don't just assume somebody know your thoughts or how you gonna move or whatever, because that could create conflict as well.
Impulsively, is that how you say the word? I might have came on here a little impulsively, but what I said is how I felt at the time. I might have
picking up Halo. How you know you wanna leave his daddy? He want me a man. Girl, you know you need his daddy.
Well, I'm not posting. Me and Halo are very.
She know he need his daddy. That's why they called and told you to come over to see the damn baby, because the baby was sick. Ain't nobody tell you to just lay up and just stay over there, because she probably already knew that once you come over there, you going to be there for a minute, and she about didn't want to deal with it. She wanted you to see your son and give you the time because she knew that you couldn't get him that day. But to think that you just finna kick it at the house, she didn't feel like being around you. And I think she had a right to do that, even if you was just downstairs, right? But child, that's what they got going on. It's unfortunate, but they'll figure it out. And hopefully he'll get to that place where he figures it out to not share everything for social media, in my opinion. It will be nice if he identifies what is for social media and what is not. Okay. So that's all I got for you guys at this time. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I am Jami, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invade the gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to